What's going on, man? Welcome to the show. We have a nice MC that's up and coming right now. Joining me on the show here tonight, Sports and Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Light 365, iHeartRadio. Shout out to L Nice for connecting us. Steven Darnell, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
What's up, bro? Thanks for having me, man. What I'm saying? Much appreciated. What I'm
Of course, man. I see that you're putting in the work. You just dropped recently Larger Than Life. This was the album that you dropped the end of last year.
Yeah, I dropped it on back in September or September 21st. It's like my most recent album, one I'm like most proud of. Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Putting in the work with the bars, I see. That's what you do out here. As far as hip hop goes, I want to get into your beginnings of this whole hip hop career and just your journey in life. Where did you grow up? Where did you grow up?
I'm originally, from Tuskegee, Alabama. Grew up in Tuskegee and Montgomery, Alabama. Both of the towns are like I would say 40, 45 minutes apart. So, that whole area in Alabama.
Yeah, and you have the Alabama. Is that the Crimson Tide hoodie?
Oh yeah. Roll Tide, man. Roll Tide till I die. You know how we rocking.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys always got those quarterbacks, Mac Jones, Joe Namath. You got the legends.
Yeah, nothing but legends out of Alabama, man. Nothing but legendary stats. Man. You know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Nick Saban. It's
Nick
like
Saban, the greatest college coach of all time. Bear Bryant before him.
yes, sir. And that I grew up in that whole atmosphere. So it's ironic. I was actually born in Auburn. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? It all worked out though.
Definitely did. And what was your introduction to the genre of hip hop? Who introduced it to you? Was it your family, or was it just something that you were around and you just caught attention of it by yourself?
Yeah, it was definitely a mixture of my family, like older cousins, and just going to school. Like, a lot of kids at school, uh, were connected the same way through family. So what they learned, they brought it to school, and pretty much same with me. What I learned, I brought it to school. It was definitely during the times when all of the music was promoted through word of mouth. So that's how I pretty much came across rap, which is word of mouth. Even my own mom, riding around listening to it in the car.
Do you think that word of mouth still works in today's day and age, even though we're in the social media age? Because I feel as though that can only add to what we got on social media.
I think that with hip hop, it's definitely a genre that's about the new and fresh. So that's one thing that's never going to change, the fact that you are on something that nobody else has even discovered yet. You're always going to get cool points for that, within the hip hop culture. So I think word of mouth is just as strong as it is now. I mean, just strong now as it was back then. It's never going to change, in my opinion.
When did the beginning start? As soon as you picked up the pen and you started writing and then even approaching the recording side of music, when did this all start for you?
It's funny. I feel like, you know, the love for hip rap and hip hop, has always been a part of my life, even as a child. But the dream to actually, make it as a rapper didn't come to much later. I mean, you got to understand. I grew up in a small town, so this whole idea of being a rapper is so far fetched. It's like something that we only got to see on TV. So you dare not tell somebody you want to be a rapper, and also just the whole image of being a conscious rapper and being vulnerable and speaking your truth. That didn't kind of come to later because the rap game was really saturated with gangster. It was all about being gangster and being from the streets. Although I grew up in obscurity, a certain obscurity, I'm not street, I'm not gangster. So I kind of kept my mouth quiet about wanting to be a rapper. But it was something that I feel like it was just embedded in me. Even if you didn't want to be a rapper, you was gonna know how to rap, or you've been engulfed in rap music.
Something I think it makes you unique and stands out from amongst a lot of rappers, especially down in Alabama and the whole Georgia area, and even by Atlanta and Florida, is that everyone likes the trap sound. What made you want to go the different route to be a conscious rapper? Because I think that's what's going to make you pop in your own way.
Well, honestly, you know, it's not really my first rodeo. I've been through every, phase, every step you can go through, as an MC. I was always enamored by lyricism because, my older mentors or my big homies, when I would, sit back and watch how they consume music, the MC will always get a reaction when they said something that that was prolific. So I'm sitting back watching this, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I need to say. That's how I need to put it together. But at the same time, growing up in the South, riding around the neighborhood, pulling up at school, pulling up at the mall. So 808, though, that's what got the attention of the people. I felt that, riding around in my homie Chevy, just being inspired by that knock in the trunk. Like, yo, that inspires me just as much as the lyricism aspect. So in my opinion, I wanted to, merge the two. I wanted to get that feeling. That same feeling I felt, as a shorty riding around in my cousin Cutlass. I wanted to, project that same feeling onto somebody else.
From being a listener and a fan of hip hop and studying lyricism, who had the most prolific lyrics to you, and it even stands out to this day with you?
Definitely, of course, Tupac, Biggie, Lil Wayne, Andre 3000, Nas, Jay Z. Those are the guys. Those, I mean, honorable mention like Ti, for sure. Wu Tang, Redman, Method Man. Those type of
The
guys.
Blackout
You know,
album.
Blackout. Yeah, exactly. I really would say listen to everything because across the street, one of my homies, Shoutout DJ 12. He's a DJ. He had a studio. He pretty much any new, album that dropped, he would burn it to a CD for me. And I'm just a little shorty, like, supposed to be hiding this from my parents. I had a CD album, and every new album he would just let me get. That's the first time I ever heard. That's how, the whole East Coast New York sound even got embedded in me because during that time it was just like he put me on everybody. First time I ever heard DJ Clue, Desert Storm, just a mixtape, Nas, it was just, it was up from there, man. So I guess you can say that during that time I looked at rap as like a getaway. I didn't really think that, oh man, I'm gonna make it as a rapper because I was playing sports too. So, coming up out the South, your way out, and the way you get notoriety, girls, whatever, attention, was through sports, football, basketball. So it was just, rap kind of like took a back burner during that time. You know what I'm saying?
But most athletes are rappers too, as you think about it. Allen Iverson, Shaquille O'Neal, Dame Lillard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Those guys definitely, um, put their bid in as artists. I would definitely say, yeah, my rap skills supersede my athletics. I was pretty athletic, but if I had to say anything, it's like it's like cats that's a dog on the field or the court, but I feel like I'm a dog in the booth when it's crunch time and it's time to deliver. I feel like I got what it takes to just giving a shot. Um, what I'm saying? I feel like I got what it takes to deliver like classic album to hip hop and beyond.
You mentioned that you played sports, but you've chosen the right path and right route for yourself in becoming a rapper and pursuing that dream in line, being a pro at that. Say if you were to go back, or just if you reflected on your time playing sports, what sport do you think that you could have took to the professional level, either football or basketball?
Oh yeah, I would definitely say football. I would I would most definitely say football. And it's ironic too because I played basketball from like eighth grade to 12th grade. but I didn't play football until senior year. It was just like, one of my coaches, saw me running around the gym or something like that. He told me to come out to spring training and I tried it out, and I liked it. It was a lot of fun. I made a lot of friends, and I started, I pick up on things real, like, pretty quick. So if you show me like the essence of how it's supposed to go, I become obsessed with it. I gotta get better. I want to learn it, and that's pretty much what I did with rap. Also, I never really had anybody, teach me, the ins and outs of recording and how to count bars and stuff like that. It was just like um I had injury, playing football, and where I tore my ACL, like had that injury. So that gave me some time to sit back and just reflect on what it is that I really wanted to do with my life. And it was just like, sitting there, laying there in that moment. I had already, been writing and like working on songs, but it was just like, now it's time to, put this plan in motion and, really commit myself and dedicate myself, to becoming an MC.
And that's what you're doing here. And you just mentioned that you had an injury with an ACL. What do you think is the reason why so many players today tear their ACLs? Because I was having a conversation the other day about this, because it's like it's weird. You never hear about the players in the old days, LT, Deion Sanders, Jerry Rice tearing their ACLs. Why do you think today you feel as though players, you're always hearing the news that they tear their ACLs? Why is that their players just get injured by the ACL injury?
I mean, the game changes over time. I feel like, back in the older times, football was, it was more so about, just like strength, like brute strength and stuff like that. And, as the game evolved, it became more about speed. So when you got a lot of like stop and go real fast, and you trying to stop on a dime and, make different cuts and stuff like that, and you add, the contact with that, it's going to be more prevalent. You know what I mean? It's just like with tennis, like a lot of ACL tears in soccer and tennis because of the change of direction, coupled with the speed. So it's just like the nature of the game. It's more so in skill players than linebackers and linemen and stuff like that.
It's always interesting to hear, because with ACL injuries, sometimes people consider that their career-ending injuries, but then you have players that do come back from it, and a lot of it is sometimes mental, because players don't want to land on that same turn that they had.
I mean, it can be career ending in terms of like, it never really fully been 100%. Like again, you always have to deal with like swelling and certain like range of motion and stuff like that. And you constantly trying to strengthening your leg muscles and all that type of stuff like that. So it was a blessing in the sky for me because it helped me, like, I feel like, oh God, like knock on my head, like, okay, man, I was 150 pounds soaking wet anyway. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was like, okay, all right, sure. Yeah, man, you need to get in that studio um and
Start making
go
some
big,
tracks.
start making, and before the time, like nobody never heard anything from me, any records at all. So when I got the opportunity to record, which was just basically, some by chance. It wasn't a planned date at all. It was had transferred to new school, and in my dorm room, the kid that lived a few doors down from me happened to have the equipment and everything set up, made beats and everything. It was just like, up until that point, people would let me in the studio, but it was just more like fly on the wall, watching and, allowing them to do their thing, so to speak. But he was the first person that was just like, shout out my boy CJ. He was the first person He's like, yo, you got something for this? I'm like, got something for this. Up until that point before, it was like uh, being in elementary school with a recorder and locking the door in my room, telling everybody that I was in the studio. And, and up until that point, it was really just like reciting, songs that were popular that I heard before, around with my mom or, from my cousins and stuff like that. But I felt like over time, just listening to rap so much and just being engulfed in it because I was obsessive. I think without me knowing, I was really honing my craft as an MC. And it.
What would you say were the early building blocks and steps for you in making that transition and proving to people that you really were taking this seriously and that you were here to be an MC?
Well, I would say Facebook was like kind of like my first platform to really promote myself. That mixed with the college that I went to, I kind of looked at it as a just like a hub of people. I recorded in the dorm. We burn it to a CD. We go around campus like, yo, tell me what you think about this. Check it out. Let me know. And up to the point that college had never seen like a rapper presence. Like no, they never seen anybody walk around and trying to promote music. I was like the first is like they would take it, they would look at it, like kind of like never nobody walked up to me with what am I supposed to do with this? I'm like, that is me. Like, check it out. Just let me know because I'm going to see you again. I'm going to see you in class. I'm going to walk by you again. And the town that the school was in was like this, small college town, but it had like this, crazy nightlife. It was just this one strip. It was like bars and like one club. So that club, we got them to spin one of my records in that club. It's down in Missouri. And I just took a step back as the DJ was spinning it, and I was just looking around, and like, like taking for people's reaction and stuff like that. And I was like, oh man, they vibing. They don't know it's me though. Like they standing right next to me, and they just like turned up. I didn't want to tell nobody it was me because you don't want to add that. You don't want to add that bias reaction. So you want it to be natural and organic. And like once I saw that, like I never experienced nothing like that. Y'all might be on to something. You know what I'm saying?
That's major.
I played sports all the time. Nobody was like, "Hey, man, you good? You going?" I did a lot of stuff. Nobody never, even as a child, nobody never told me like I was good at something. You know what I mean? Until like rap came along, and it was just like, "Yo, that's you. Like, and it's like, okay, I might be on something."
And that's how you knew it was meant to be.
Oh yeah, felt it, man. I felt it at that point. I just really made a decision to be committed, And people when people start calling me like obsessive, that's when I knew like, okay, I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? As an good.
Do you remember your first performance?
Yes, sir, I do. It was at a place called the Peanut in Kansas City, Missouri. And one of my, good associates took me there, and I remember the low amount of confidence I had, and how I did pretty much the whole show like looking down at my feet. But the people were so close, I could still feel the energy of people like, oh, what he's saying, but my stage presence and everything just wasn't quite there yet. But I know ever since that, it's weird because that was years ago. But every performance I do, I never forget the advice given to me from that. Now I make it a point to not look down at my feet. You know what I mean? I make a point to make that eye contact. You know what I mean? And project to people. Ever since that show, every show is from that first one.
From there, how did you establish your own stage presence? And was there anyone that you studied looking on YouTube or just being at performances and concerts yourself?
Mm. Um, Definitely, man. I would definitely, a lot of people don't give this guy a lot of credit, but me growing up in the South, I would definitely give a lot of credit to Tip and Ti. Like, just I got to see him perform live before. His energy, the aggression, that he brought. DMX for sure was one that I always looked to. I always fed off DMX. Even as a child, before I really started putting bars together, and listening to DMX, it was just like, man, I don't know, I feel something that's different. So I looked at X, Outkast, the different clothing and style that they brought, the fearlessness of that. It was a lot. I tell people that it's ironic, that Atlanta is still like a breeding ground for artists that's blowing up every day. And I would definitely credit, a part of my success or just me being an artist to ATL because I got family there and I had opportunity to go out during the summers. And as I got older, spend the nightlife with my cousins and stuff like that. So it was like I got to watch that up close and personal and watch artists, that were making it in the game. I got to, see um just to feed off that. So I still feed off that to this day.
Absolutely, and that's important and focal in your career. Tell me how you started making connections with people such as Al Nice and just making industry connections, especially with the DJs, because the DJ reputation and the friendships there, that's how you get your records played.
Right, yeah. I mean, just going through like rapper boot camp early on and just understanding early on that the DJ plays a super important part in hip hop. They help get your record to places that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to go. They help get your record heard by people that you might not have the opportunity to be up in front of. So I always understood the importance of just having that relationship with the DJ. I would say it took me many, many, many years to bump into the right people. It was just about stepping out on faith and having just taking advantage of those opportunities that other people saw talent in me and it's like, what, I'm gonna connect you with my guy, I'm gonna connect you with my guy. And not just brushing it off, but actually following up on that. Plus, Nice and he a legend, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you working with Nice, it's like you're on the right path for sure. So I always salute to Nice and the things that he's accomplishing in the game is just it's astonishing. I hope to one day be in that same boat.
Shout out to Al Nice for sure, one of the realest out here, and he's helping you and other artists such as yourself get around in the game. It's always important once you find that one person that believes in you, because then you're off to the races. Because it's always you need the teamwork to make the dream work, and something that's really important about the DJs that are out here right now in the current game is that just push along the artists that have the real talent out here. Don't when artists ask DJs, how much can I pay you to play my record? If that DJ is taking your money, he's not a DJ because he's only in it for the money. DJs are supposed to have their hand on the culture and know what's the next hot record.
Yeah, 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 man. That's a whole nother interview right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, any artist, any rapper, um, will tell you, man. Like, there's so many different phases that you have to go through. Like, I've been through like it all, to get to this point. I feel like I've dedicated, every almost every breath of my life trying to make it as a rapper and to be connected, with the right people. Now, shout out, music network, media man, marketing firm that really show me love and really appreciate me as an artist and believe in my music and believe in my talent. I can say like all the people, you know what I'm saying, that's around me now, they truly believe in Steven Darnell, you know what I mean, more so than what I could do for them. But they really want to give me a shot. They really want to give me an opportunity at, you know, making my dreams a reality at the end of the day. So,
Eh,
man, they say make it here, you can make it anywhere. So I believe, you know, once I got acclimated, you know what I'm saying, to the New York climate, you know, the Jersey climate, I was like, all right, I can make, you know, I feel like I can make, you know, some noise in this game.
I think you can too. What so far in this industry, what would you say was that dream turned into a reality moment for you?
Man, it was like back in like the early mid 2000s. I went to the Billboard Awards in Las Vegas. You know, just as a fan, just to go and check it out and get a feel for the vibe, so to speak. But you know, I got to see some of my favorite artists perform like less than 10 feet away from me. I was right there. I got to sit by some prominent people, and it was like I was trying to keep my cool, trying not to fan out. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like seeing them in real life and up close and personal. Because mind you, I'm from a small town in Alabama. You don't really get to see, celebrities or anything like that on a regular basis. You only see these people on TV. You hear them on the radio. So when I got an opportunity to see them and have a conversation with them, that it was something in my mind that clicked. It was just like, oh, this this is real. Like these people really exist. They really out here, and you know what I'm saying, doing their thing. So I feel like if they can do it, then I definitely can do it. I definitely want to do it. And that's when like I dropped out of school and I just left. I was in college. I left college and I was like, man, I'll be an artist, man. I'll be a rapper. That's it.
How to
I
pull a
left that.
Kanye.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, I mean, I had to. Yeah, make and Kanye. Oh man, how could I forget Kanye? Kanye definitely highly influenced me. As an artist, and just the whole like inspiration behind everything he did, how he got on, the genius. People, people argue with the fact if Kanye West a genius or not. I'm saying, Kanye West, in my opinion, is a genius. Some because I'm an artist, and every artist, is trying to piece it together, find what works. And he was able to just do it like back to back. Him and his team, really came up with some genius moments. So I take a lot out of the page of Kanye West, and okay, how do you do that? Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that, or I'm gonna take this approach, or I'm gonna try this rollout. Because one thing I can say Kanye did for me was show me that as an artist, bigger, always, bigger is your mindset. That's why I named my album Larger Than Life, because for a long time you know, I went throughout life as an artist with this smaller mindset. Like I wanted to be big, but it's like, well, let me just this is all I got. So let me just use this, like take these baby steps. But at the same time, it wasn't until like, nah, man, you're a star, you're a superstar, but you right up there with such and such, you can do this, and that's in the whole mindset of larger than life. I am larger than life. I ain't waiting to get larger than life. Like right now, as we live and breathe, like I got what it takes. You know what I'm saying? I just need the shot. So
You're
people
getting your
might say,
shots now.
yes, sir, but I'm ready to take full advantage, man. Like put me in the game. You know what I'm saying?
The rise of Steelo Green. I feel as though this is like your alter ego.
Yeah, man, you got it. You hit it right on the head. You
Appreciate
hit
it.
it right. Yes, sir. Yeah, you're a hip hop historian. You're a hip hop fan for real. Cause I told one of my homies, man, shouts out my bro, man. Out of Kansas City, my boy Jay Casino. Um, he's a real witty guy. Like he's always, And I was like, man, I need an alter ego. I need something to do with, these other displaced feelings and emotions that I be going through. Man, everybody, Jay-Z got one, Biggie had Frank White, it was like
Nas with Esco.
I got Esco. Man, like the list goes on.
Jay is
Everybody
Hove.
was J-Ho, exactly. You know what I mean?
MF Doom.
It was MF Doom, yeah. Beyonce even,
Sasha
Fierce.
Fierce.
So it's like, I need something to correlate my name. He was like, and he know I'm a big Outkast, Goody Mob, Dungeon Family, Organized Noise. I'm a big fan. I'm a huge Steelo Green fan. Like, yo, Steelo Green, like, I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I was joking at first, like, yeah, I'm gonna make a whole mixtape behind that, everything. And then when it came time to do the project, I was like, Rise Steelo Green, it's here. I feel like when Steelo Green came along, it was when things really started, like Deion Sanders prime time. You know what I'm saying? It was just like Kevin Garnett, big ticket, Kobe, the Black Mamba. That was like Steelo Green is like my Black Mamba. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care. I was like, they don't want to pay attention to me. They want to sleep on me. They want to overlook me. Well, I have to kill everything. Like whatever it is, topic, subject, whatever. I gotta go in. And I have to go overboard to the point that everybody's like, it's like, whoa. Steven Darnell is like more retrospective, introspective, the voice of reason, but Steelo Green trap, he turned up. He ready to, pull up in 26-inch rounds, you know what I'm saying? Rattling, no manners. You know what I'm saying? Like beat up on the table, Tupac, like, you know what I'm saying? Tupac walking out. It's like, man, he the rebel. He down for the cause, you know what I'm saying? Steven Darnell gonna have you. I mean, like Steven Darnell gonna have you, applying for the job applications and getting your life together. But I feel like Steelo Green, he gonna have you bumping that trap music. You know what I'm saying? Ready to, turn up real quick. You know what I mean? Pull up, couple chains on your neck, wrist flooded. Yeah, Steelo Green, he about that. Steelo Green is a product of the South. Like that guy's a Southern bred rapper through and through. You know what I mean? So Steelo Green give me the excuse to, go to my country roots and turn up like UGK did. You know what I'm saying? Steven Darnell more so he like that, that East Coast soul boom bap. You know what I'm saying? That go deep, talk about things in life that matter. Like Steelo Green, he just want to turn up, man.
Now,
Yeah,
what
like,
does Steelo Green want to do this year in 2022?
Yo, Steelo ready to kick the door down and the game, ready to like however I gotta do it, grassroots fan base, major label signing. I know a lot of people say a lot of stuff to an artist, man. Don't do this, don't do this. I'm like, man, I feel you, man, but bro, I'm ready to do my thing. Like, if any time, it's this time. It's now. I'm ready to, Steelo ready to do it at the highest level. Steelo ready to walk on the court, with that scowl on his face, just looking at all the opponents like, man, I hope you ain't guarding me tonight. I just hope you ain't taking me tonight because it's gonna be a long night for you, bro. I'm telling you, it's going up. I'm putting up about 50. I'm gonna drop a 50 ball tonight for sure. And don't be standing in the paint because I'm flying over you. I'm flying over you. You know what I mean? Steelo is a product of all those guys I played sports with who had that bravado. Like, they knew they had the athleticism, they knew they had the talent. They were taught to the coach a different type of way. You know what I'm saying? They waving off the substitutes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, man, the game in my hands right now. And I feel like I can definitely change the game in a major way, just given the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at this point in 2022, a lot of the most notable and upper echelon platforms, really gonna start to take note, and I'm gonna get my opportunity to be up in front of the world and do it at the highest level. And that's all I could ever ask for. You know what I'm saying?
And you deserve it. And don't stop believing in yourself. That's the main thing. Forget about these other people. You want them to believe in you, but as soon as you stop believing in yourself, that's when the dreams die. And we don't want that. And I know you're not ready for that at all. You believe in yourself.
It's weird, man. My love affair with rap is so strong on me, man. It's like even if I wanted to, you know, say I got this job, $100,000 salary, man. Dang, man, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like this music, and a lot of artists tell you I don't. It has such a hold on you. It's a feeling that I can't describe because even one of my brothers asked like, man, what keep you going? Like, why you still here? And I'm like, man, I can't begin to describe you the feeling of being on stage and looking out at people and they vibing, to your music and the energy is flowing. I never be able to put that feeling into words. You know what I'm saying? I never be able to put that feeling into words to, sit here and write something, come up with an idea, go in a recording studio, lay it down to the best of your ability and hear it back. You hear it back. Dang, bro. Like, yeah, I can't see myself doing anything, bro. Not like this. So I feel like I want my chance because like it's like that girl you say something, man, I gotta be with her. Like I got to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, world. I'm sorry, mom and pop. Like y'all might say she not good for me, but it's just that it's just something I gotta do. You know what I mean? And once I have my run, I can move on to other ventures in life. Put my kiddos in position, put my family in position to pursue some things and just have a overall better life. Because you know I'm a young black man and I was born at zero. I want no inheritance, no head starts, no help. It's just like to see where I'm at and just be sitting here, talking to you right now versus like where I come from is just like, man, I kid you not, like nobody would never believe it. Nobody would believe it. Just like a Disney movie or something like that. Like no lie, like inspirational, man.
I
So much.
appreciate that, man. Anything else that you want to let the audience know, your listeners know, fans know before we wrap everything up, everything that you got on the way in 2022, features, everything?
Yeah, definitely out right now. I just put out the latest video to my song My Time. It's on YouTube right now. That record My Time is off of my latest album Larger Than Life, which is on Spotify, all streaming platforms like that. But I would definitely I feel like this song, this video, is the one. Like I feel like if I can get everybody on the same page on this record and this visual, I can pretty much punch my ticket into the game. So if you're watching, you can definitely go and check out that visual. The song was produced by So Special Beat. They also produced my record Believe Me Now, which I'll be following up with, which was also on the album. I just man, just check me out and just be on the lookout for more work, man. Usually we always working, and hopefully, I can get start getting some of those big name features, to feature on some of my records. It'll be amazing. So, hey, man, shout out to all my gang, everybody, man, everybody that been helping me out. Travis, man, my boy Aaron, my boy Pre, my boy H, L Nice. That's the squad. Like everybody knows they role. Everybody is, working on all cylinders, man. Shout out Alabama, man. 334 Gump Town. For sure. Can't forget the Gump.
Once the time comes and the features open up, which one do you want first if you have the opportunity?
And tell little baby to holler at me, man. Get on one in, man. For sure, man. I like so many rappers, man. Don't get it twisted, but you said the first one, so yeah, man. It's pretty much a rite of passage at this point to get a little baby feature, man. You know what I'm saying? He always do. He from the South, and we like minded, so I feel like we can come together and but him and Steelo Green can come together and make make a country rap tune, man. That's going
make an impact out here.
I want Metro Boomin on the beat, yeah. Metro Boomin on the beat, Lil Baby on the feature. You can pretty much Yeah, the feature prices, everything going up after that. I'm out here. I want to say Drake, but I want to get, you know what I'm saying, get one in with like with my southern homie real quick. You know what I mean? Then I can get my Drake and then expand out to the OG. I think.
Take care of the artists from your hometown and your home area first.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be love. They gonna, man, my label, all people gonna like, yo, why you giving out all these features? Like, I'm like, man, yo, they going like hotcakes. Who need a verse, man? Like, I'm gonna take advantage of that hot space that I'm in. Like, I'm gonna be like, you know, that's why I shout out Gucci Mane. Like, I love one thing about Gucci Mane for sure. Like, he didn't care how big in the game he was. Like, he was giving the opportunity to everybody. Like, hey, you want to get on, let's do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Drop your bread and let's get one in and, you know, let's keep it rolling. That's what I'm all about, bro. For real,
Keep it
I'm working
rolling,
everybody.
man.
Like to want that opportunity to get on and yeah, every show, every city, every town I go through, I'm looking for the highest artists want to do it, to get one in, bro, for sure, man.
Make sure that you
So,
plug in your Instagram and Twitter so people can follow you.
follow me on Instagram at Steven Darnell Official. Also on Twitter, I'm Steven Darnell. So trying to stay connected, bro, for sure.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you coming on the show here today. You're always welcome anytime that you need any promo for any upcoming records. You're in good hands with me, especially with All Nice and everything. I checked out your music and good with me because it's great music content right there.
I appreciate you, man. I thank you for the opportunity, man. And I know you're a tastemaker in the game yourself, so man, I appreciate that love coming from a small, small market and getting that love up here, by guys such as yourself. And it's like it's still surreal to me, still like mind blowing. And I feel like it's everything that I spoke, I manifested it. So I feel like it's just the beginning, like the hard work and everything and the commitment and everything must continue. So I'm proud, man. And
Keep manifesting too. It's only going to take you further.
yes, sir, my brother. You're right, man. Gotta keep speaking it into existence and just keep working on my craft, man. And I know good things definitely on the horizon for me for sure. I got some stuff, man. I just gotta keep. It ain't. You gotta wait for everything to come together first, and then you can announce it. It's like, but it's people that's reached out to me or replied to me even. I'm like, oh man, wow, like that's crazy. So you can definitely expect big things from me, man. And if you can, man, you push that my time visual, that my time record, and I can guarantee you, like, we're gonna be having a much different conversation in the near future.
I got you, man. I'll get that in the rotation for you, like your 65 on my stations and everything. We'll get that pushing for you, man. Keep going out here. I look forward to building with you and making sure that every record that comes out in the near future is in the rotation. We keep it pushing for you.
Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate you, man. Much love, man.
No doubt, man. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care and stay safe. All right.
Yes, sir. I'll let your boy.
Peace out, man.